What's happening, my beautiful people? My name is Mike LaBelle. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. I just realized I talked about going over the best skill moves in FIFA, and I haven't put out that video yet. I didn't give you a top 5 or a top 10. I keep giving you the individual breakdowns and the examples. So if you want that video, it will be my next tutorial if you like this here piece of content, because we're talking about passing, a special pass that has been on the up and up. And I normally would not promote the lofted through ball just because it makes me angry on the defensive end, but it's too effective for us not to talk about, and I'm all about getting you more wins. So comment below, unrelated but still related, your favorite skill moves right now, right here. What's been most effective for you? I know that does not necessarily deal directly with this video. And then also comment if you have questions regarding the lofted through ball, because it's very scenario based. Breakdown 101, that's where we specialize. I'm gonna give you the mind of Dirty Mike. What's happening on the virtual pitch? When, what, why, how, any other descriptive words to go over this through ball and why it's more effective in certain areas of the pitch. And a lot of you aren't using it, and definitely not using it enough. You might be familiar with the double tap pass, especially for the pass across to square it, but you haven't added this into your instinctive game plan. Well, you're welcome. The pros, they're simple. It's adjustable. You have a chance to win a lot of positioning battles, 1v1s, 50-50s, and it misplays or punishes anticipation. Also beats the AI defending. If your opposition is not switched on, refuses to make an adjustment, this here will find space. Controls, relatively simple. If you're on the PlayStation, you're looking at triangle plus triangle, little double tap. If you're on the Xbox, it's Y plus Y or whatever is your through ball control. I should throw that out there. If you switch up, you don't play on classic, you mix and match, you have something unorthodox, then you know what I'm talking about. Be intuitive. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's get into the examples. And remember, like this video if you want the skill moves, and comment down below if you want to be featured in that video. I'll run up a bunch of comments on screen. I've got your back. We are uploading daily, live streaming daily. And if you want to see this content uncut, raw, unedited, we can have a little conversation back and forth. Or if you'd like that exclusivity, you want to get better at the game, go hit that link down below. The FIFA school, myself and George will get you right. We have a lovely collective. It's a beautiful community, maybe the beautiful community. I just realized as we get into this first example, you're either watching this on New Year's Eve or it might already be 2021. Welcome, we made it. Let's move forward. Let's make things happen. Stay ambitious, be goal-oriented. Let's accomplish some things. I know 2020 was a weird year. We've never seen it before, unprecedented. Also not necessarily related to this video, but we like to have side tangents. That's what makes our channel a little bit unique. So we got João, Felix, and we're playing the two-man game, cat and mouse, striker to striker passing. Most of you play it with 2 strikers, whether it's a 4-2-2, 4-4-2, or some other variation. You've got a go-to that definitely includes a pairing. It means it's a very important game. And when you see space to work with, that always signifies, or it should, lets you know a through ball is on. And something I've noticed with the lofted through ball as opposed to a standard through ball is that it often finds the player's feet regardless. It doesn't always go as far ahead. In fact, it rarely goes as far ahead. So it might not lead them quite the same way, but you retain possession at a higher percentage. You win a lot of those 50-50s. The attacker receives a competitive advantage. And that's what I'm trying to manifest. João Felix, we're waiting. We've got both players caught a bit flat-footed. It even gets better. Just moving a little bit of a frame forward. These 2 players are starting to get stuck together. Sticky tape, they've been boxed out, which just tells me I've got more to work with. Give it to Maradona. There we go. Now we've got everything you could ask for. We got a 1v1 matchup here. We got João Felix running into space, and most important was completion percentage. And that's what I cannot stress enough. Maradona provides. Oh. First time, Mike? First time? That's when you make the gorgeous play. The true razzle dazzle, the volley of dreams, the highlight on highlight on highlight. We're in the clouds. You dreamt it, but we made it happen. At least on the virtual pitch. Magic hands, magic fingers. That's example 1. Example numero dos. And we're keeping the theme. It's going to be a lot of striker to striker passing. You can also utilize this down the wings, but I prefer to do a lot of it in the middle of the pitch because when I'm taking risk, I want to have a better chance at reward. I know if I beat the center backs or I split them, I put them out of position, if I force them into an error, some sort of bait and switch, then I'm going to be able to score goals. I'm going to be in a position where it was worth the gamble of losing possession. Maradona feeds Alessandrini, 2 lefties. Right here, I know that I am cooking, good looking. I'll tell you why. My opposition decided he didn't want to control any of his defenders. This is what I talked about in the intro. It works well against AI defending. That's rare. That's uncommon with passing. It's uncommon with shooting and dribbling. You just don't beat the AI. He's deciding to lock on to the center mids. It does not matter because when you put this in the air, little loft for the boys, it's going to get through there. It does not go as far ahead. It does not lead the attacker the same way that a normal through ball would. And the automated interception doesn't happen the same way with the lofted through ball. I apologize for the noise outside. Welcome to New York City. There it is. Maradona makes it look easy, takes it down. You see what I'm talking about? A little flippity flop. If you're old enough, the floppy disk, you threw it into the Macintosh. It wasn't the Mac back then. Forget about the iMac. That did not exist. The dial-up. That's what we were dealing with, the gaming. Gonna give it a little bit of and it's gonna get in there. I repeat, broken record Mike. I see some of the double tap, but I rarely see the lofted through ball. I just see the lofted pass. Example 3 is going to hit you a little bit different because I always talk about intricacies and small details creating skill gaps. And that's exactly what this showcases because there's a lot of space to work with. You're not in a position where you have to use the lofted through ball, but I want you to see the difference and why it's important. Marquinhos. We feed it inside. There's Bernardo Silva. So we have an oncoming attacker. Now the reason that I'm going to use a lofted through ball is just to make sure that Varane has no chance of getting an interception here. You've played a lot of FIFA. I've played a lot of FIFA. You put this on the ground, sometimes a player like Varane or Virgil van Dijk or Ramos, they're still going to cover this passing lane. As open as your player is, it changes the assistance and Varane sticks to it. I want to eliminate Varane. I want to eliminate the defenders. You're going to have to watch closely. You might want to hit a replay just so you can see this again. You're barely going to notice it's a lofted pass. You see there? There's a little bit of something on there. That was not a normal through ball. And then OR, dance, prance, finesse shot, open up your body, foot freeze, we hand clap. I'm going to run that back. Wait for it. Full speed. Here it is. Marquinhos. We get the layup. It's a little bit of a loft. Did you see that? And it doesn't go too far ahead of the player. OR. Whoops. Whoops. GG. And I have not got a haircut recently. It's getting in my face. But we're still scoring goals. Thanks again for watching, all you beautiful, beautiful people. If you enjoyed everything, make sure to drop some love. If you're new, it is free to subscribe. And I just want to take a second to say I really appreciate all of you. I cannot believe I'm still creating content. We've been at this. It's got to be 7 or 8 years now. And we have built tutorials, squad builders. We've done the pink slips, the wagers, the real football content. We've done some basketball content. We've had a little bit of this, a little bit of that. The videos have definitely improved. We've really built out our niche. And I'm just proud that we've been able to build such a special community. I appreciate you and I have a lot more content coming out ASAP.